Hello. Okay, so today I will be reviewing the Cuisinart single-serve 72-ounce Reservoir coffee machine. Before this, I had the Cuisinart drip coffee for 12 cups and really enjoyed, many years of good coffee with that. But after trying a Keurig single-serve at work, I decided that I wanted a single-serve too, and I chose this for three reasons. One, it's a reliable brand, as mentioned before. I had the Cuisinart before this, so it's a reliable brand, and there are no pods to fill up our landfills, and you can use your own coffee. So when it comes to you in the box, it looks a lot like this, minus the water, of course. So you'll want to wash everything, and then you'll want to prep your filter. And then the filters look like this, and you have to soak them for like 15 minutes or so, and then stick it back in its holder, and then stick it back down in the water, and then fill up your reservoir. You can get these on Amazon, and as many as you want. I got a package of 12. So that's how it comes. And then you open the head, and you have what looks like this on the inside. And this is for your Keurigs or other pods. I did not want to use Keurig as mentioned before, so because there's no recycling. They may have recycling in the future, but right now they don't, and so I don't use them. But because of that, I want to use my own coffee, and there's a nice little hideaway over here, and so you open it up and you get what looks like this. And then you put this back in its holder and close the door, and you don't have to stick it in a junk drawer somewhere or have it rolling around on your counter, which is really nice. So the container for your own coffee looks like this. And so you open it up, and it was mentioned that the hinge is kind of weak on here and it'll break, and I can see that happening, but soon. But right now it's fine, and I don't mind. I mean, you can't have everything, right, folks? Can't have everything. So anyway, you take this out, and then you fill it up with coffee. And then right here, I have my grinder. This is by the brand OXO, and you can still get this on Amazon. So, and it has different settings, but anyway. So you get out your coffee, and you put your coffee in your filter. And it's set in the directions not to do over 2.5 tablespoons because it'll overflow. But I'll just fill it up just so. And then put this back. And I fill it up to just about right there to keep it from overflowing. And so then you stick it back in its little holder like this, and snap the lid, and then stick it back over here, and then close the lid. And before I put my coffee there, I just want to show you the menu over here. You have different ounces. You have your 4 ounce, your 6 ounce, your 8 ounce, your 10 ounce, your 12 ounce. I usually leave it on 10, but for today, I'm going to do just a 4 ounce for you, so it won't take as long. But anyway, you wait, I've got to get creamer. And so this is very good creamer that I got from Aldi's, and I did not pay $6 for it. It's organic. Is it organic? It's, yeah, pure. So I'll stick it under there like so. And then, so I've got my coffee ready, and then all you do is you hit the brew button. And also just want to mention that you can have hot tea if you want it. You can have hot chocolate if you want it. And then there's a rinse thing that you'll want to do every so often. But anyway, and also you can set it, just want to mention that you can set it to come on in the mornings if you want. There's also an extra hot setting. Some complaints in the reviews that the coffee wasn't hot enough, but there is an extra hot setting. So yes, it's hot enough. So then you just, it says open the head, so it says it's not ready yet, so we'll try it again. All right, so there we go. And then you just hit brew. And at first it comes out a little watery, which concerned me at first. I was like, that's not going to work. But as you can see, the coffee is coming out now. And it may take several tries to get your coffee just like it, to get the bean grind just like you like it. I had to do like about 2 cups before I could get it just like I like it. And then you have the little bubbles at the end, which are kind of nice. And so there you have it. And then you are ready for your morning. I highly recommend it. I love it so far, and I think you will too.
Now this is the default size, but if you want to change the regular size, you can do it here, but you can only do it when you have filled this. If it's open or if it's old, you obviously don't have that. Trying to do it with one hand. I'm going to make it a little stronger than a K-cup. 2.5 in. Oops. I left my regular K-cup one in there. That's what that looks like. This is the reusable pod with the filter. Better look at that. That's the reusable filter, but I like how the coffee tastes with paper. So, shut that. You want to let it snap. Oh, yeah. You want to turn the machine on. Okay. And you got to hit the brew button a little hard. Nice strong cup of coffee, but I do wish the covered paper filters were available, because now I gotta clean that up too. So I do find it useful to keep this little cup around for such things, so I can throw this away, and then we're just going to have to rinse that off because, yeah, but not such a big deal. See, I made this thing. And then just...
And I have mine set to the highest one. Additionally, over here on this side is a holder. I don't have any spare pod holders yet. I have some on order. This is one that came with the machine. It does hold a filter in it in case you want to use ground coffee with it, but I don't want to do that since my filters with the Keurig machine work with this machine. So this I'll probably just store and keep. And I've got my former filter that I used to use with my Keurig that fits right in the pod holder that comes with the new machine. I have coffee in there. I've got my pod holder. There's a filter. Snap it shut. and it brews a great cup of coffee. And I noticed that the ground coffee in this now actually has a hole in the middle because this machine takes longer to brew, about twice the time of a Keurig. But the coffee, because of that, the coffee is much more flavorful. I've just noticed I like dark, bold coffee, and now that I've had this machine and thinking back to the Keurig, how much watered down my coffee tasted with the Keurig machine due to their fast, under 60-second brew. Whereas I like the time that it takes for this machine to brew a good cup of coffee, because that's what we want, is a good cup of coffee. So I love this machine. It is not much different than a Keurig, so you're not going to have to learn a new machine all over again with this. It's pretty much the same, and I think if you're sick of the cheap Keurigs that break down within a year or two, go with this.
Okay, so I have my new Cuisinart coffee dispenser, and I'm going to close the K-cup thing. And the thing that annoys me is that you'll notice that to go up in size, they start with the smallest on the left and the largest on the right. So if I want to go up a size, I would naturally click this button, but it's in reverse. And that is going to drive me insane.
Very disappointed in this coffee maker. It splatters everywhere. This is after 1 cup. 1 cup. It's a pain in my butt.